Hi everyone, this is Miranda, Will's mom. Happy Juneteenth. As part of Classroom 10's celebration, we wanted to share with you one of our favorite books about Harriet Tubman, who was an incredible woman born a slave before all of the slaves were freed in the South, who did brave and incredible things to help slaves escape from the South to the North. So happy Juneteenth. And we will now share with you Will's favorite book, Harriet Tubman, and it is part of the Little People, Big Dreams series that we love in this household and really recommend. How do we do this? Okay. Minty was a little girl who was born into slavery in Maryland. She was owned by white masters and forced to work for them from dawn to dusk. At night, whilst her family slept, she wished to be free. But freedom was a faraway dream for Minty and many other African Americans living in the South. Slave owners were allowed to sell people as if they were property. And one day, Minty's owners sold 3 of her sisters. Minty and her parents wondered if they would ever see them again. Every other day, Minty was beaten by her masters, but she was always ready to stand up for herself and others. One morning, whilst protecting a slave who was trying to escape his overseer, she was hit on the head. It's a pretty upsetting page. For Minty, that blow was a sign that marked her destiny. She was now more determined than ever to take her people to the northern states where slavery no longer existed. So, one night, she said goodbye to her family and started a long journey north to Philadelphia, guided by the pole star. Minty changed her name to Harriet so she couldn't be traced. When Harriet finally reached Philadelphia, she joined the Underground Railroad, a secret network of safe houses and people who were against slavery. They helped enslaved men and women reach safety in the free states and Canada. Thanks to them, Harriet soon traveled to the South again. She went back for her brothers and sisters and as many slaves as needed her help. For 11 years, Harriet repeated the same trip again and again, guiding hundreds of people to the safety of the northern states. She called them her passengers, and she never lost a single one. That part is amazing. After years of problems between the northern and southern states, a civil war broke out. Harriet signed up to help as a cook, but soon she became a nurse and even a spy, too. Say hi to Monty. On a mission to... Excuse us, Monty. On a mission to rescue 700 slaves, Harriet led 3 steamboats along rivers full of explosives. She became a hero, and everybody called her Moses after the Bible story. Eventually, the war came to an end, and there was a great celebration. Slavery was finally over, and millions of people were free for the first time in their lives. But Harriet's work was not finished. Unequal rules for African Americans carried on long after slavery was over. She took to the stage to demand her rights. Because little Harriet knew that you have to use all of your strength to stand up for yourself so that you can stand up for others too. And this, if I didn't say it before, is a true story about a real woman. So you can see the real Harriet Tubman here. In that first picture, she's probably around the same age as many of your moms and dads. And then this is a statue of her when she was really old. And there we have Harriet Tubman. So happy Juneteenth. It's a wonderful day to celebrate the freedom of the slaves and all the wonderful things that Black people have done for and in our great country. Happy Juneteenth.